Adding in the countertop waste bin is a great feature to add to any kitchen. It really is a simple DIY. I'm going to take you through all the steps for you to do it yourself. The tools that you're going to need: a jigsaw with a downward cutting jigsaw blade, a cordless drill, a 10mm drill bit, a pencil, a compass, some masking tape, a tape measure, and some silicone sealer. All the materials and components that you're going to need comes in the countertop waste bin kit. The first thing you need to do is to identify where you want to locate the bin, and most importantly, look underneath to make sure there's enough clearance to accommodate the bin. When you've decided where you want to put your countertop dustbin, just double check on the underside to make sure it's not fouling with any of the cupboard doors. And I can see there is my line of the edge of the carcass. Quickly take that measurement and take that same measurement to the other side. Then you can take that edge of your cut line right up with a little bit of clearance to make sure you're not interfering with the carcass. I think I'm happy with that. Mark your center point. And then just do a rough line on the outside. And then we're going to put some masking tape on that top surface, and then we're going to draw our circle on top of that masking tape, because when you're cutting, it helps prevent the chipping of your tabletop. Now you'll notice on this kit that there is a diagram showing you all the steps of how to install this, as well as the important factor of the diameter of the hole to cut out. This particular one has a hole diameter of 280mm. So take your compass and your tape measure and set your compass to 140mm, which is half of 280mm. Mark it up into the center. There's my circle marked out, and that's what I'm going to cut along that line. Now, this is a wooden surface, so I'm going to use a jigsaw with a wooden blade, and I'm using a down cut blade. You'll see the teeth are actually facing downwards. That just prevents any chipping of that top surface. If you are cutting into a granite or a stone surface, you will have to use a carbide jigsaw blade or an angle grinder. Now, before you start cutting with the jigsaw, you need to make an entry hole to allow that blade to get into that counter surface. And that's where I'm going to use a 10mm bit drilling into my countertop. That's your hole cut. Take your frame and then just place it in the cut hole. Just double check everything works. I'm happy with that. What we need to do now is remove all the masking tape, and I'm going to place a bead of silicone all the way around that inside lip, and then hold that down into position, and that'll stop any dirt from coming in there, and that'll keep that seal between the countertop and the inside of the cupboard. You will get some excess squeezing out the sides. Just take your rag and finger and just wipe that excess off. Right, with your main frame siliconed into place, it's now time to put the rest of the components together. In goes the bin. Then you have this top ring that goes on the top, and that just keeps a little bit of sealing between the bin and the rest of the countertop. And there's a nice rubber seal on the top there, so as you place the lid, and you've got that smooth, flush finish on your countertop. That really was a simple, easy DIY and a great addition to any kitchen. Remember, everything you need is available at your local builder's outlet as well as online. For more DIYs and how-tos just like this, be sure to check out the Builder's website as well as the Builder's Fan YouTube channel.